right, welcome back to yet another great week of Twisted Transitions. I am definitely happy to be back and happy that it is December. Welcome to December, fellow DJs and anyone else who has taken the time to actually watch this show. I had to go back on to my original channel and stuff for a little while because Twitch had some hiccups before we started. I actually had a couple of hiccups before we started. I had some issues and stuff with picture, so hopefully you guys can see me. It says here that you guys can see me, but who knows these days. I have zero idea, but you know how we do things, guys. First of all, welcome. Thank you for coming. Please let me know in the chat whether or not you can hear me, whether or not you can see me, whether or not all that good stuff, man, because, you know, technical difficulties is exactly the crippler of a live show. It definitely is the crippler. So just let me know in the chat. I got a couple of people coming in here. T. Reed, DJ, what's happening? Appreciate you. Carlos Especial, hola, ¿cómo estás? And the Line Dance Prince, what's happening? All right, so you guys can hear me, you guys can see me, and we are back, baby. So I need to catch you guys up on some things and then tell you what's going on and then go over some music and then let you guys ask some questions. That's basically how the show is going to run and stuff today. But like I told you guys last week or the week before, you know, after Thanksgiving, I should be a full go for the rest of the month. And we'll be able to chop it up and chat it up and stuff here. So, all right, let's go ahead and get into it. Let's move the screens here. All right, so first things first. Hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving because I know I did, and I was hoping that I would not overindulge, but I mean, I had like 2 to 3 of these plates right here, of plates that look just like this, and I know it's a time to just kind of let go and do that, but boy, the work this week to get some of this stuff off has it's been interesting. It's been tough. It's definitely been tough and stuff, but I definitely enjoyed my Thanksgiving with friends and family. I hope you guys enjoyed your Thanksgiving wherever you celebrated it at. Enjoy some great some great conversations and things of the sort, and just some family time and some football. So I hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving. Now, I did not purchase anything for Black Friday. Let me just go ahead and put it out there. I'm done for the year as far as purchasing anything. I have not purchased not one electronic for DJing at all. Now, I did purchase something for the house, but, you know, that was just kind of like a, you know, pat on the back to me for wrapping up another great year of DJing. But I do have some ideas in mind for 2023 that I am going to add and subtract from the setup. So let me know in the chat what you got, if you guys bought anything for Black Friday, whether or not it was a hard drive or a new laptop, or you know, if you just found some deals on iDJ Now or wherever you shop for your DJ stuff. Let me know in the chat whether or not you guys bought anything for Black Friday, or if you just caught an incredible deal. Some people were offering a great deal from seller to seller, and it was I was tempted a couple of times. I'm not gonna lie, I was tempted a couple of times, but I said I'm not gonna do it, so I didn't. Let me get this plate off of here. You guys are seeing all my stuff. All right, so right before Thanksgiving, we had one of two total remaining weddings left. I was out at a place called Ariel's over by the airport here in Columbia, and they kind of had me up on stage. And guys, this was probably one of the most chilled, laid back couples who just pretty much just kind of let me just roll with it. They were very chilled on the Zoom call. They were very chilled as far as what they wanted to do. I only had, let me tell you how chilled and stuff it was. So when I was doing the event, we only needed a introduction song for the bride and groom, which is oh so lovely for me. No wedding party had to be introduced. For the entrance during the wedding, for the wedding party, the parents and the bride, they all came in on one song. That's beautiful. So I only had to have 2 songs for the ceremony. I only had to have 1 song for the introduction of the bride and groom. They did half the song of the first dance, and I think they cut up the other songs as well. So, I can't ask for more than that. That was fantastic. So I brought this setup and stuff for the this particular place because I like the stage area. The last time I think I had the event table too up there, and I just wanted to see what the facade and everything looked like, and what would happen if I had those speakers and everything up high. And I actually kind of regret putting them up high. I should have put them on the ground. I know it would have taken away from the aesthetics of that setup, but putting it on the ground probably would have been the better option. First of all, I wouldn't have had to lift it up there on the stage. Second of all, it probably would have picked up the sound and stuff better for that room because it was a concrete floor and stuff. So it was good. Now, I didn't have a whole lot of dancing during this event. I did have some dancing, a lot of line dancing. She did tell me that they love line dancing, but she said her guest list got cut from 85 down to like 40 people. And a few were leaving like during dinner. So it wasn't a whole lot to do. But, I used that time to kind of practice some different stuff because I know what is on the horizon. And what is that, you may ask? Well, it is December, so it is time for Christmas parties. I have a ton of Christmas parties. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5 Christmas parties this month. I have 1 winter dance this month, and I have 1 wedding this month. So it is going to be a little insane. I got to kind of have music for just about everything, but we are kicking off December and the first weekend in December with 2 Christmas parties, one on Friday, which is tomorrow, and one on Saturday. So I have gotten a lot of, I just had to update a lot of my music and everything to make sure that I had some up-to-date Christmas. And I want to talk briefly about some of the Christmas music that I will be playing. It's a little different and stuff. As you can see, I got Christmas Trap in that corner of that picture right there. Because Christmas Trap is actually a real thing. It's interesting because I never really heard that. I've only heard the traditional Christmas music, and then of course, you got your individual bangers that, are played just about every Christmas and things like that. But for there to be Christmas Trap, that's really interesting. Really interesting. So we'll talk about that in a second. But let me just do a room check and stuff here. I see I've got you guys sending comments in. DJ Lord Geo, what's going on, man? You like the last gig log? Yeah, the last gig log was very short and sweet because everything was pretty much said what was needed to be said. So I at the end, I just really didn't have anything else to say. I just walked off of it. If you haven't seen the latest gig log, please go check that out. It is kind of funny. I've been getting a lot of comments and stuff on that. Maybe I should do that more often. But there really was nothing else to say. There really wasn't. DJ Solstice in the house. What's going on, man? Look at that. See, talking about my eating and stuff like that. DJ Elbow. Interesting. He said too much. YSE, what's going on? DJ Elbow said picked up a set of Evolve 50s finally. Congratulations to you. That's dope. I hope you got a great deal for them on Black Friday. Let's see. DJ Lord Geo, I got 2 fundraisers, 1 wedding, and 5 job holiday party. Yeah, you're a busy man. Busy man. Nothing wrong with that. Great job on getting that booked. Because, you know, there's a lot of DJs who are kind of done for the year. And I'm just like, you guys don't do Christmas parties and stuff wherever you're at. But, yeah, a lot of these guys are done. Some people still have some weddings. Weddings are not that popular here in South Carolina as far as Columbia. They're not as popular. Now, some people do it. I'm not going to say that we don't have any weddings here, but some people do it. But, you know, I think being that we are a southern state, I think that for the most part, people are not going to subject their crowds to cold weather. I think that they just kind of wait it out and maybe try to get closer to the spring, even though I will say I've had 3 new inquiries on February dates, and February is still cold here. 1 of them in North Carolina and 2 of them here in South Carolina. And if those all pan out and stuff like that, man, you know, that's probably the most I've ever had in February. I don't think I've ever had 4 weddings or even 4 events in February. February is usually a dry month to go along with January. Those are 2 of my driest months of the year, but that may change in 2023. Seems like the hot ticket is to go that route. So, I mean, I'm not knocking it. I love it. I'll take it. So, let's see here. DJ Solstice, some of the companies don't want to pay up. That's true. You definitely get your worth doing these Christmas parties, guys, because Christmas parties is one of the hardest ones to do, to be totally honest with you. There's such, especially if you get a mixture of people in a company. Like the one I'm going to do tomorrow, everybody's pretty much the same. It's only like 35 people. Everybody's around the same age group. So you know you can kind of stick with, you know, certain genres and stuff like that and be okay. But the one that I'm going to do on Saturday, there's so many variety of people from, you know, 20s to 30s to 40s, that you got 50s, and there's a lot of different age groups affiliated with that company. So it's a little tougher to do them, but I kind of make sure that everybody gets their feel of music. And then once the head honchos leave the room, it just turns into a free fall. And that's usually how most of these things go. People don't want to party right in front of their boss, so they kind of tone it down. And then as soon as the boss leaves, it's kind of like, you know, pour me a drink and let's go. You know, let's get down. Everybody put your phones down and all kind of stuff. So there's no evidence of what's taking place. Because it was a little rowdy last year, but I anticipate more participation this year. I think at this particular party, I did it last year. Both of them went overtime because I'm redoing these guys this weekend. So I'm doing them again this weekend. Sorry. And both of them went overtime last year. And I think we'll have, you know, more people. And I think that it should be an even better time, if I had to guess, because they are pumped. They have been messaging me, and they are ready. So DJ Lord Geo, I am taking January and February off. I'm back in the spring. That's what's up. How many weddings you got booked next year? Solstice, I think I am up to, I want to say somewhere in the 25 range, somewhere around 25 have already booked for 2023. And I've got probably like 10 inquiries and stuff to go as far as people kind of on the fence on whether or not they're going to pick me and stuff like that. But yeah, I think I got about 23 booked. I can tell you right now, if these February ones come through, February, March, April, September September, October, and October are just going to be crazy. They're already booking for those dates. I'm booking a lot of winter homecomings. Weird, but money is okay. Hey, some money is better than no money. Book what you can, do what you can, prepare for what you can. Only control what you can control. So yeah, man, congratulations on that, YSC. All right, so let's get into some of the music and stuff like that. Let's get into that here. Let's take this down. All right, so one of the groups that I like to play, and this is usually for like dinner time, because I'm going to tell you right now, I don't play a lot of Christmas music during dancing. Now, I'll play some, but I don't play a lot because usually that's just they're turning it over to me. But while they're coming in, while they're eating dinner, I mean, usually the I don't know how it goes where you guys are, but here it usually goes, you walk in, you get a greeting by the boss, you eat dinner, you do awards, and then you dance. Now, sometimes the awards are all throughout the dancing portion. Like we'll dance for like 30 to 45 minutes, then do awards, dance again, then do awards and stuff like that. I kind of don't like that that way, but I think they're trying to it's a good way to keep people from leaving, because what happens is if you do all the awards and the people who didn't win or the people who, are ready to go after awards, they just take off and now you only have the dancers left, which is fine with me. But I think they want more participation and stuff, more people in the room to enjoy the event. So they kind of let me play some music, stop it, do some, raffles or do some whatever they do for giving away prizes and recognizing people. Then let me go back to playing music and so forth until they're all done. And everybody, of course, waits for the big prize, which is usually a television or like some crazy trip or something like that. Like that's how it goes here. So I don't know how it goes where you guys are, but that's how it goes here. So let me just tell you this group. So here's one of the groups right here. It's Pentatonics. I think that's how you say it. Pentatonics, something like that. Anyway, they are an a cappella group, and they do a lot of covers for a lot of the songs that you're used to, but it sounds, totally different, but still getting the same feel. It's not boring and laid back. It's kind of modern. So if you have a chance to download some of their stuff, I would definitely highly recommend you download some Pentatonics. I can't pronounce it. I think it's Pentatonics. I think that's what it is. But it's not just, Christian or anything like that. They just are a cappella group, and they do a really good job of doing some covers on some music. So I think I have about 5 to 6 of their songs that I played during dinner, and it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. You also got mine and your favorite, the Jackson 5. They've got a lot of Christmas songs, man. If you're looking for some Christmas music and some soul stuff to kind of play, they've got a lot of Christmas songs. So definitely look for some Jackson 5 stuff. Some honorable mentions that I don't have on here is Run DMC, Christmas in Hollis. What's the other one that I usually play? Some James Brown. I think he either has a Christmas album, but I know he definitely has, Santa Claus going straight to the ghetto. That's a good one. And why can't I think of that? It's not Cool G Rap. It's another guy. It'll come to me. But yeah, those are just some honorable mentions. But yeah, definitely get you some Jackson 5 and stuff on here. Because you don't want to miss out on some of this music and stuff. This is stuff that people know, people sing to, gets people in the mood to dance, especially if you take some of these and mix them in with some other background music. Like that's what I like to do. I like to maybe play like 1 or 2 Christmas or maybe 1 or 2 regular songs and then throw in a Christmas song, 1 or 2 regular and throw in a Christmas song, just so you're kind of giving everybody still that same feel before you turn the whole place into Office Christmas Party. If you haven't seen that movie, by the way, please, please, that is a DJ's classic movie. If I could be the DJ at that in that movie, that would be freaking fantastic. Office Christmas Party. If you haven't seen it, please go see it. It is nuts. I love it. I love it. I watch it every year since it's come out. I've watched that movie and it's fantastic. Let's see here. Isaac, out of all the years of DJing, what year was the hardest and the best? Hold on. Let me pull that back up. Which year was the hardest and the best? I think the best times DJing are the times that are now, with the knowledge that I have now, with the how I have worked on my craft more than I did in the past. So the best times to DJ are probably the last few years, because I notice if I go back to some of my videos over the last 3 years, you can just see the progression of me playing music and stuff like that. And then the hardest times may have been in the beginning. The beginning had a lot of nerves with it, and nerves were the only thing that were keeping me from being what I would consider a great DJ. Nerves were not allowing me to take a chance. Nerves were making it hard for me to make a simple announcement. Once I lost the nerves, which only came with, doing it just over and over and over and over again, it was like second nature. I can literally go into a wedding, be given information 5 minutes before we start, and not be nervous, if that makes sense. That's just where I'm at and stuff now. But back then, that would have rattled my whole cage. My whole event would have been shaky. I would have been worrying about what people think and blah, blah, blah. But I've gotten rid of all that. All that's gone out the door. So hopefully that answers your question. DJ Lord Geo, 1 gig. I'm DJing in the warehouse, 6 hours. 6 hour awards, every 2 hours awards. Oh, man. Yeah, and some of these Christmas parties, like, you'll be DJing for like 3 or 4 hours, so you better have a good playlist. Like, I think that I have put together maybe like maybe 300 to 400 songs in a list that I've already, just thrown a lot of. I made a stew of music. So, and that's even what I label it. I label it Christmas Party Stew. And it just has music for everybody. And it's, 300 some odd songs. Now, I probably won't play all of them. And some of them, 100 of them I won't play this night. And 100 of these I won't play this night. But it just kind of gives me an option to be able to keep going based on the crowd's reaction. So I'm not scrambling and things like that. I've definitely prepared for these upcoming parties. Trust me. Let's see. DJ Jimmy 2020. What up, Jay? Appreciate you, bro. I never get a chance to catch you live, but I always watch your videos the following day. Hey, I appreciate that, man. Always showing love, bro. I appreciate that. So much is going on with that movie. Yeah, it definitely is. Y'all gonna make me go watch that thing right after this, because I don't think I have any stake in the game and stuff that comes on tonight. So yeah, I'll probably watch Office Christmas Party right after this show. Okay, so the two most classic songs that take that off of there. Two most classic songs that are played at just about every Christmas event. You and I both know them. Number 2 is definitely Silent Night by the Temptations. It's one of my favorite. I usually use it to close, or I'll use it to open. I usually don't like to play this in the middle because it's so long. It's like 5.5, maybe 6 minutes. But but it's a great sing-along. Drunk people love to sing it right at the end of the night. That's why I kind of like to play it at the end of the night, but sometimes you only got like 2 or 3 people left at the end of the night and you don't get to play it. But I look forward to playing this song every single year. Now, a song that I don't look forward to playing every single year, because I know I'm going to play it every single time, and I know I'm going to hear it on every single radio station, and I know it is one of the most annoying songs, but I have a twist to it this year, is of course Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas. This song aggravates me to my core. I have heard this song year after year after year after year. However, I have found, and I know that you guys are probably going to get on me about what I'm about to say, but I have found a pure acapella of this song, and I have found three different beats that will match, 3 different instrumentals that will match the speed and tone to this song. And I'm going to change this song this year. Even though she's going to say the same stuff, she's going to yell it and all that. I just can't take the original version anymore. I'm sure I'm going to play the original version. I'm not saying I'm not going to play that, but if somebody gives me the opportunity to be creative, or if I just know that people are digging what I'm doing and they just kind of let me do my thing, they're going to hear a remade version of this one. And like I said, I've already been playing with it, and I have 3 different beats that I'm going to use for this. So, just to let you guys know. But yeah, this is probably one of my most hated songs. Oh man, I can't take it. I truly can't take it. Because it's just everywhere. You go to the department store where you're trying to buy something, you get in the car, from leaving the store, it's on movies. It's I can't take it. Can't take it. You tell me, what's your favorite Christmas song, guys, that you like to play? And then what's the song that you just want to take and just just light it on fire and never let it come out again? Because that's mine. That's definitely mine. Oh man, I despise that song. So yeah, that's it, guys. I mean, that's what's happening and stuff here coming up. Like I said, 2 to kick off the week, kick off the month, and then we just Christmas party it up. So I'll let you know, of course, next week how this week went for Christmas parties, and then next week we'll talk about what's upcoming and things of the sort. Also, I've got tons of videos over there and stuff. I'm going to attempt to put out like a lot of videos at once, because we are only 1,600 people away from 10,000 on YouTube. So if you have not subscribed to the channel, please do so. Let's see if we can go ahead and just knock out this goal, and so we can move on to the next goal next year and just keep it going. 1,650 is all that's needed to be able to get to 10,000. That's all. We're this close. So please, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel and turn on notification bell so you see when I put up videos, because I am going to bombard you with videos. But it's going to be good stuff that, you may have been asking yourself, asking other DJs, product stuff. I've got a company on my back right now about product gear. If they are watching, I am going to do my best to get it out. I'm going to get it out as soon as I can, but I'm going to use the product again this weekend, so I have more footage. So anyway, so yeah, that's the schedule and stuff coming up and stuff here. So I have given you the layout and everything, and now I turn it over to you for the last 30 minutes to ask any questions or tell me any stories. Tell me whatever you need to tell me. Ask whatever you need to ask me. This is that time to be able to do so. So throw it in the chat. Throw a question in the chat. Give me a little ask so I know you're asking a question, and I'll try to get to it and answer it to the best of my ability. DJ Jimmy 22. I just started mobilized DJing. Hold on. So my question to you is about how long do you think it'll take to build up enough momentum to be able to quit my 9 to 5 job? I don't know how much you make at your 9 to 5 job, but you need consecutive years. I know it looks like on the next line you said that you've been DJing for, over 7 years. I get it. But you need consecutive years of hitting certain goals that you want to hit in DJing. I'm just throwing it out there. If you want to make $25,000, $30,000 in DJing, then you need 2 to 3 years consecutively of making that to be able to warrant that, okay, it looks like every year I'm going to be making this. And of course you need to have a goal to make more, of course, but you know that your bottom floor, your floor is $25,000, $30,000. And then you can go from there and see if that will exceed your job. Now, if you're making $80,000 at a job, then you probably want to hold on to that because it is tough this day and age to be able to make $80K, depending on where you live, depending on how many gigs you got, depending on how much money you're willing to invest, because you're going to have to advertise. To make that kind of money, you're going to have to advertise, and you're going to have a team. So again, I don't know all your background and everything. I'm just giving you it off top because this is, it's a big decision. It's a big decision, the reason I'm telling you that is because I didn't do it that way. And I wish that I would have, because it wouldn't have been so stressful in the beginning. If I was already making what I had goaled myself to make, then I would have, quit my job. Then I quit knowing that eventually I'll make that, but wasn't making that at the time, if that makes sense. And you never want to do that. So I made a big mistake doing that, but that's a great question. Great question. Thank you for that. DJ Jimmy 22. All right, so Isaac Ray C. I hope I'm saying your name right. Isaac Ray C. Or Isaac Crazy. Issa Crazy. I don't know how I'm saying it. I hope I said it right in one of those 3 or 4 attempts. So I'm 4 years in, and I feel I've been having more consistent, successful parties. They have been bangers and packed dance floors. What's next, in your opinion? I would say, if they're consistent like you say they are, then now you're looking for quality to be able to raise your prices so you don't have to do as much quantity. Once you see, what most DJs do is they do a lot of quantity. So they'll go out and do 84 gigs, in a year. And they'll say, okay, well, we had a good year. Well, you also worked. You worked like you worked yourself to death. Like you worked. You have an option to be able to trim that back by raising your prices and still make the same money and do less gigs. So now you want to get quality over quantity. You want to get the brides who have the more extravagant events and build consistency on those. That way you're warranted with your price. And one of the things I did is I tried to start elevating my equipment to make sure that I can accommodate somebody's setup or somebody's wedding who spent, a good deal of money, but still wanted to have a DJ and stuff there. So I don't look sloppy, like just having a table and you can see my equipment and you can see wires, and I want to be able to match their decor and warrant that kind of money because my equipment is clean, not not dirty or scratched or it's got stains and stuff on it. You know what I'm saying? Like you want to get your quality game up now and more consistent so that you can raise prices, work less, and get better gigs. And then that will entail allow you to travel. And I've noticed that. I'm saying that to you because I've noticed that with the people who are asking me to go to North Carolina, to Tennessee, to Georgia, and because all of these are events in 2023 that I'll be doing, and I'll be going to these different states, and it's because I've made sure that my quality is better and my quality of gig is better than going out and doing 80 gigs, if that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense. I'm sorry to rant and stuff about that, but I'm just trying to give you the knowledge that I wish I had when it came to that. All right, DJ Romeo, great. What's happening, man? Forgot my password. I'm here now. Good to see you. You got to write that down, bro. Usually it populates. Come on, Romeo. You can't be late, bro. What is happening? Because you already know we limited on time. You know I'm on here, and then I'm off of here. Hold on 1 second. Oh, okay. Just making sure that wasn't somebody who needed me. Okay. What else you got for me? Leave the question in the chat and let me know, what you guys are interested in. And like I said, one of the questions that I definitely want to hear from you guys is did you purchase anything for Black Friday? I'm just curious if DJs purchased anything, because I was going to make a quick little 5-minute video on some things you should purchase for Black Friday, but it only entailed stuff like thumb drives, hard drives, headphones, wires, and things like that. But I feel like those are just common sense things. Like, I feel like that's pretty much common sense to be able to buy that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, just let me know and stuff what you guys bought and stuff if you did on Black Friday, or what you intend on buying. Now, let me tell you what I am going to upgrade. Let me tell you what I'm going to upgrade next year. I'm going to upgrade probably 3 to 4 things. And that's it. That's all I want. I'm only going to upgrade 3 to 4 things. Now, one of the things that I've come to realize is that I am not going to upgrade my controller. I know the last time I talked to you guys, I was talking about that Rev 7. And I thought about it long and hard, and I was like, you know what? I'm not going to upgrade. The only way I'll upgrade my controller is if my current controller breaks. If my current controller breaks, then the next controller that I'll get will be the Rev 7, without a doubt. But I am not going to mess with it. I've had it for 3 years now. I'm going to let it go for 4. I think the next time that I'll upgrade my controller, it probably will be in year 5. I want to at least get 5 years out of the controller before I get rid of it. As long as it can still do everything. And then with the new Serato 3.0, I believe Cleveland Terry told me on his show a couple of weeks back that the 3.0 should be releasing this month. I hope that still is true, because that is just going to allow me to just be even more creative with, my sets. Because I already do some of that stuff, and I don't fully like how it sounds when I do it and stuff now, because I'm not able to really isolate the stems. But with 3.0, I would be able to do that, and I can get very creative and stuff with that. So hopefully that comes out here. But 4 things I'm going to upgrade. I'm going to get 2 more Cold Sparks, because I have, let me just tell you guys, I don't sell those things a lot. But the reason I'm going to upgrade them is because coordinators are selling them here in my area. Coordinators are contacting me asking, do I have Cold Sparks? And I'm like, yeah, I have 2 and stuff. And they're both, actually, let's see. They're 1, 2, 3. It's about 4 coordinators. and they asked me if I have cold sparks, and I'm like, yeah, I have 2, and they're like, is there any way you can get 4? And instead of me going and renting them, I might as well just go ahead and have them, because it looks like they're able to sell them, and they're selling them at high-end weddings that already have like bands and stuff like that. They just want them for, excuse me, first dance songs. Hold on for a second. Let me drink some water. They just want them for like first dance songs and exits, but they want them. They want to be able to walk through 4, not 2. So I am going to upgrade and get 2 more of them. I also learned how to fix them. I didn't have one break, but I did have one of the gears in one of them. I guess it got a little clogged. And in the manual, it tells you to take the little plastic piece off the side and turn it, and it helps grind it, and then it just fires back up. So I did learn how to do that. I thought I lost one. I thought I was going to have to buy 3 next year, but it looks like I'm only going to have to buy 2. So that's great. Another thing, I'm going to buy a new facade, next year. And, because like mine is just like the paint starting to chip on it. The skirts that are on it are, they're just not, after I've washed it, it kind of beat it up, as far as like, it just doesn't look smooth, clean down and stuff anymore. So I'm still going to stick with a 5-panel. I just probably need to get a new one and stuff. I've had this one and people have spilled wine and spilled beer and all that stuff on it. And some of the stains have come out, but some of them don't. And like I said, I'm trying to get more quality. So I'm going to need to be able to do something, be able to look the part. So that's the reason why I want to get, a new facade. Also, I think, if this is one you may not be able to hold me to, but I'm going to try. I'm going to try to get a new pedestal stand. The one that looks like it's almost like a bun gear, where it has the table and then like a pedestal and a flat panel at the bottom. I'll pull up a picture of it and stuff next week, but it's, it's able to hold your mixer and stuff in it, but I want it to be able to be customized to my my Rain MK2s and my S11, because once I get to the level that I want to get, and once I go to these other places, I want to be able to use that setup as just more of a, like, kind of matching that element and stuff in there. And, I already have all that equipment, so I just need really the stand and all that stuff. So I may or may not be upgrading to that next year. That's probably like, if I do, it'll probably be summertime before I do that. But it kind of eliminates, well, it doesn't eliminate, but I'll only use the event table 2. If I do get that, I'll only use that for stuff like Christmas parties or like close quarters events. But that'll give me 3 different setups to set up. I also have to get one of my Focus Spot 4Zs worked on, because the head, it sounds like it's just it's rubbing something a little bit. It may be something I can fix real quick, but I don't know. It fell at the prom earlier this year, and it was working fine for the rest of the year, but now it's just kind of rubbing and stuff a little bit. I'll see how it works and stuff this month. I got 2 events that I'm going to use it at and see if it still runs. And last but not least, the 4th piece of equipment that I'm looking at getting, what was it? I think it was it more uplights? I don't know. Maybe it wasn't uplights. Maybe I only had 3. I'm not sure. I don't think it was the uplights. I for some reason I was going to say uplights, but it's definitely not the uplights. Yeah, I think that's it. So those are the 3 that I'm looking at and stuff. Not a whole lot of equipment stuff next year. I will probably get me a new wire and cable bag, because one of the things that I have noticed is that bag that I have wires and stuff in. I've gotten so many new wires because I need so many for my larger setups. to the bag, it's tough to close. And at nighttime, when I'm tired and exhausted, I don't want to have to find a way to shove a bag in there. So it may be a new bag and stuff may be coming, but nothing crazy, nothing crazy. All right, let me jump back in the chat because I have rambled for way too long. Let me get some of these questions here. All right, DJ Lord Geo, can you give a basic setup video to do a party? Yes, I can do that. I could do that. Just to do a party. I mean, okay, so check me out tomorrow, because I'll be video and everything. If you follow me, you need to follow me on Instagram and check all my behind the scenes and stuff tomorrow. Let me move this. Check me out on Instagram stuff tomorrow. That will be a basic Christmas party. That will be a basic party. That is a basic setup, but I can also do a video and stuff on it. But if you want to see it before I do the video, follow me on Instagram and I will have basic setups tomorrow and Saturday. And these are just what I take when somebody just says, hey, I just want DJ and lights. Cool. That's basic setup to me. I don't know what basic setup is to you guys. That's what it is to me. I just want DJ and dance for lights. Cool. This is what you're going to get. Let's see. DJ Tyler. Hello, Jay. Long time no see. What with a different time zone? Wait a minute. Long time no see. What's with? I think you're saying what's with a different time zone for me. DJ Tyler, I don't know what time zone you're in. The last couple of weeks I've been trying to get Twisted Transitions and my Twitch and stuff going, but Twitch had an issue, so I'm back on my regular channel this week and probably for the rest of the month, depending on how Twitch goes. But Twisted Transitions and on this channel is where you can find me 7 p.m. EST, 4 p.m. PST, and I'm not sure where you're at. DJ Romeo Great, have you seen the moving coal sparks like moving heads? Yes, I have, and I absolutely hate them. I do not like a spinning. I'm assuming you're talking about the ones that spin and they do like this little cross thing like that. What is that? Why would you do that? You already have. Let me tell you guys, every time that I've done coal sparks or I've sent one of my buddy out to go do coal sparks, people have been really, really, really intoxicated. I do not need for them to have another reason, something else to trip over, something else that's crazy. I mean, you should see the madness that I have to help deal with at the end of the night, because the coordinator's voice that's talking to all these drunk people, their voice is like my pinky. And then I have to come in and be my whole hand, because when she talks or when they talk, nobody says anything, to them. Nobody says, oh yeah, we'll do it like this. So what happens is they kind of get lost in transition and nobody's listening. They take coal sparks, they burn the bride and groom, they burn each other. They think it's funny. I don't need something else out there that's going to distract people from doing stuff like that. They need to be, focused and stuff. So I will not be getting the spinning ones. I'm just going to get the normal coal sparks that shoot straight up and call it a day. Call it an event. Call it whatever you'd like. What's a good camera to record gig logs? I heard that Sony ZV-1 may be a good one. The one that all the creators, when they first started, when YouTube was like, when I was into YouTube going into year 1, I think I'm in year 6 now. Everybody had the Canon GX7 Mark II or 1 at the time, and then Mark II came out. Everybody liked it. I'm still using the Mark II. It is starting to fall apart a little bit, so maybe a camera, maybe in my future. I don't want to buy another camera because I'm tired of buying cameras. The one that's on here was an investment last year. And the one that's in the other room, that was an investment and stuff. So I don't want to buy another camera, but I probably will have to buy another GX7 Mark II. But that's a great camera. 30 minutes of record time. Yeah, yeah, that would probably be where I'd go, or the Sony ZV-1. I think that's the only two. They're still both small cameras, but you don't need anything crazy and stuff in an event, because I can tell you right now, people kick stuff, fall over stuff, trip over stuff. It's very aggravating. Let's see. I have two GoPros. I don't know how good they pick up sound. GoPros are horrible for sounds. If you go back to, excuse me, any of my videos that are GoPro, they are terrible with sound. Like, my camera does a great job of picking up, and you guys can hear it, and it's clear. And then I switch to the GoPro image, and it's like all the bass is gone, and it's terrible. I hate GoPro sound, but it does give you that cool angle and stuff that you could see. But I've kind of gotten away from the GoPro and stuff a little bit, only because, I mean, I love it because it can do unlimited record time if you had that little battery pack and stuff with it. But I had the Hero 6, and it just acts up. And I need something that's reliable, that I can just hit record and forget it. And then I'll just go through all the footage and stuff here. But I just haven't found that yet. Good question. All right. Sorry I'm late, but I'm here. DJ G5, man. Good to see you, man. Appreciate you coming through. Ken Campbell, what is your procedure for collecting payment for an event? I use Honeybook. There's a link down below. If you want to try Honeybook for a year for 50% off, you can use my link, and it will give you 50% off. But I use Honeybook, and it's like my online secretary, and they pretty much take care of everything. They send payment reminders and everything for you, and you just, you can have everything automated, or you can do everything yourself. But it's real easy. It's been a lifesaver. I love Honeybook. Some other people use other stuff, but they take credit cards, they take bank transfers, they take just about everything. It's wonderful. I could not survive without Honeybook. It is fantastic. But link is in the description down below if you need to use it. 50% off first year, so it's $20 a month for the first year, and then it goes up to $40 a month. But well worth it. Well worth it. All right. Next, by the way, thanks for all you do, man. Oh, no problem, bro. Appreciate you. DJ G5, anyone has a good recommendation for a new laptop? I'm looking at the MacBook Pro or Air. Don't know too much about Mac products. Well, one thing I can tell you is, please do not get you a MacBook Air. There's no MacBook Air that I know of that can accommodate Serato and music. When I was looking them up, I was looking at a 2020 version of a MacBook Pro, and it seemed to be one of the more compatible ones that can probably be technology proof for like at least the next 5 to 6 years. So I would kind of start there. Maybe I'm hearing a lot of people with these new Macs, new MacBook Pros that are having issues because of the new chip. Serato's not very compatible and stuff with it, but they're working on it. But in the meantime, you have a laptop that's just sitting there that you've paid thousands of dollars for. Doesn't make any sense. But I would look up the 2020 version of the MacBook Pro and start there and see if that's the route you want to go. I went with the Windows Spectra 360 laptop. I've just about always used a Windows laptop. I try to use the computer that's kind of running this show is a MacBook Pro. It's a 2015 model. It's older and stuff like that, but it's able to still run the show, which is good. But I can't take it out as a backup computer. I can't do that. I have two Windows computers that I take out. One is my 360 Spectra, and then one is the one I used to use that used to have the light up logo, my light up name, and all that stuff on the back. So that's the one that I use. It had all the specs and stuff I wanted, and it was great. It still is great. I haven't had not one hiccup, and it can be a tablet. You can fold it and make it be a tablet. So it starts like that, and then fold it back, and it like that, and you can still use it. It's great. All right, DJ Skyowa. I think that's what that says. You guys have some interesting DJ names. Hi Jay, do you use videos mixing VJ? And would you recommend any video projector? Is Rekordbox Video, is that okay for that? Okay, so I don't use VJ at all. I've seen that. I think that's for like iPad or something like that. I do not use that. I have the only thing that I have that produces any type of image is a projector, and I use an Epson projector. I think it's like the 2522U or something like that. I think it's an Epson 2522U is what I use. Now, it's hard to find that on the web and stuff right now, but it is one of the better projectors. It has the angle feature where you can kind of, like, if you're right here and the wall straight ahead or the wall's over in the corner, you can actually angle it and it will adjust the picture to line up straight even though you're at an angle. That's one of the selling features and stuff of that. And plus it had a USB on the back to be able to run monograms and stuff, which I'm starting to get a lot more people asking for, because I was about to give up on monograms, but they look like they're starting to come back up and go crazy now. So that's what I have. As far as Rekordbox, I don't use Rekordbox at all. Never have. I've heard that Virtual DJ, I don't know if that's what you were asking for earlier. No, you said VJ. Virtual DJ, I heard produces great videos if you're going to use music videos and things of the sort. But I haven't heard anything on Rekordbox. Not yet. I haven't used Serato's video processors and stuff yet either. I'm just not a video guy. I don't like to put up the video to stuff. It's just another hard drive that takes up too much space. It's like the music is all that's needed. You need music. The visual is the lights. That's, to me, that's what I think. DJ Tyler, you're from the UK. Oh, okay, I got you. DJ Willie Will, what's happening? Appreciate you coming through, bro. DJ Romeo, great. That's them. All right. DJ Tyler, have you not tried boxes for the cables? Oh, no, I haven't. No, I thought about that too. No, I like bags. For some reason, bags is just, it's just like easy with bags. I wish I could just get like something to like divide them and have certain ones in certain areas and stuff like that. But I have so many cables. I've got long, crazy cables. I've got short, teeny tiny little cables. Always trying to be innovative and stuff with the cables, because I only need, a select few here and there. But when I do my big production, it's like all hands on deck, and I don't want to have to, putting all those cables back into a bag that's, this size right here, but only like this tall. It's super tough. And you've got, huge HDMI cables and stuff in there. You've got huge power cables in there. You've got tons of power cables and stuff in there, XLR cables. It's just a lot. It's just a lot. So I haven't looked into boxes. Not a fan of the boxes. But I may have to do something. I don't know. Maybe I'll go to Lowe's or Home Depot and just look and see what they got. DJ Willie Will, it's like in the beginning of the event, there's adults, and at the end there are children, right? You must be talking about what I was saying earlier. Yeah, I agree. Ultimate Entertainment, for the Mark II, I get frustrated with the 30-minute record time. There's no way around it. There's really no way around it. Now, I have heard with the Sony VZ1, or I'm probably saying that wrong, but VZ1 is something around that. You can get a dummy battery for it and plug it in, and it will give you unlimited record time. That's an option. I think that camera is like $600 or $700, something like that. But then you got to get a dummy battery, and then you can just run it unlimited. But yeah, the 30-minute record time has, let me just tell you, it's so aggravated. You guys have missed so much from gigs, especially, on some mixes and stuff that I have done because of that 30-minute record time. You have missed out because of that, because I'm in the groove. I'm mixing. I forget all about the 30-minute record time. I just do. And even my helpers and stuff like that I use, whether it be Helper Mike or my son, things like that, they don't remember. And so it just sucks. It sucks because a lot of footage is missed and stuff. I try to capture it as much as I can. Seems like I missed the important moments. See? Yeah, same here. Definitely not air, bro. GoPro, but not air. Right. 2020 MacBook Pro M1 chip. Yeah, I think that's the one, if I'm not mistaken. I use Alienware. Alienware, I heard, has been good too. I think that's only a DJ's laptop, if I'm not mistaken. No, that's a gaming one. Sorry. There's another one that's like only for DJs. Here we go. Our personal DJ's website necessary nowadays? Yes. And it really only is, excuse me, necessary because of legitimacy. You know, you got to think about this. If you were buying something from somebody and you had to give them a lot of money, but you had no way to see if they were legit, it would make it harder for you to give them that money. But if you had something, you say, hey, here's my website, and it's authentic and it looks legit, and, you know, that gives them something tangible. It gives them a number. It gives them an email. It gives them, you know, reviews, like people have used them before. It puts people at ease. So I would say, yes, it is definitely beneficial to have a personal website. I would definitely do so. All right. DJ G5, thanks. No problem, bro. Let's see. Last question here. Best place to post videos with dancing and music so it's not flagged and taken down. Like to show potential clients. Okay. So websites. It's tough not to say that you'll get flagged because I don't know how it works and stuff on there, but if you can edit the video in a manner and then put non-copyrighted music and stuff behind it that kind of goes along with what's going on, then you can put footage on your website. That's what I did with my website. The videographer who created the images that I have, he had, it was a long video, and I took it and chopped it to where it would just be the parts that he had that had to do with the dancing. And he had his own music. I kept the music, and it was non-copyrighted music, and it went along with what was taking place. And I used it, and that's what is shown on the website. So it is hard to show clients videos without being flagged. I mean, you could post it on YouTube and just don't monetize it. If you don't monetize it, sometimes you get through without them saying that the video just can't be on YouTube at all if you don't monetize it. But if you monetize it in any way, it is like the smallest error, and you are flagged, and the video is usually taken down. Usually it's taken down. All right. Well, guys, that was fantastic, man. You guys kept me busy with that. That was nuts. I mean, 30 minutes rolled by like nothing. So I'm going to answer this last question here and see what it says. I realize also that people like to see the gear and see the cooker cooking. Yeah. I like to buy a facade, but most of the time I don't have enough space. Most of my gigs are in a house or apartment, riverboats. Yeah, you need a smaller setup. I would probably do an event table if I were you, or something that kind of breaks out into something. But yeah, I think that stand podium thing might be the next thing in my future. But I do appreciate you guys stopping through and checking me out and stuff tonight, man. It was a great time, man. You guys always bring so much knowledge and stuff my way, and you have so many questions. I'm glad I'm able to answer as many as I can. So I appreciate you guys coming out today. Please make sure that if you are not already following me on Instagram, that you do so, because I'm going to have a lot of behind the scenes for some of these Christmas parties. I'm also going to be getting some new reels and stuff together from these Christmas parties, or people just having a good time, because like I said, I think the first couple are going to be bangers. And hopefully we can get Twitch and stuff back up running because Twitch is going to be a great platform for me when the downtime comes, because that's what the other camera's for, is to record me playing and stuff on Twitch. Also, I'll have the opportunity to be able to go back on Mixcloud. Now, Mixcloud, I've already got some mixes and stuff up there for you guys. If you'd like to go listen to it, just look me up on Mixcloud. I think it's a free service. You can get a free sign up and stuff for it. And you can listen to some mixes and stuff that I have on there. So I'll be adding to that here in the near future once everything slows down, once we get past Christmas. And yeah, man, I really appreciate you guys always coming and showing love and asking a lot of great questions. So that's it for today. We'll see you guys next week, and we'll talk about what happened this weekend. And then we'll also go over some more music, what I learned, and what you guys did. So hopefully you guys will be cooking and stuff like that this weekend also. All right, guys, thank you for stopping through. We really appreciate you coming through. And, I'm just forever grateful for you guys, man. Just forever grateful. All right, guys, make sure that you are living to strive, not to survive. We'll see you guys soon. Peace.